Hello all, welcome to my next TBR video. I'm love filming these TBR videos. I love using my TBR jar, and honestly, it's not broken. I'm not gonna fix it. I've had so much fun with this, and I think what I'm gonna do this round is another round of rainbow. I did it a few months ago where I specifically went in the order of the rainbow to get all of my prompts for my month. And it makes it a little pretty. And so I'm gonna be using this. I have my want to read books on Goodreads sitting right here, so that way I can see all of my books and not just my physical books, because I actually did just redo this corner of my room. So instead of having all of my books sitting on top, we found an old nightstand / bookcase piece of furniture that I could use. And so now, until I get it all properly going, they're all just kind of in there. And there is a shelf. I just have to get pieces for it to hook on properly. But I kind of have everything propped up in there. And because everything is now inside, book-wise, all of my books are inside, so now I can decorate. So I have all these cute little guys on top. And so it was really fun putting them all up there. So let's get started for the month of June. I can't believe we're in summer already. Can you believe it? My goodness. All right, first up, we're gonna grab a pink one first, and that is, if you are new here, hi, my name's Megan, and this is my TBR jar. It's an old pickle jar. Not all. It's an old pickle jar, but it works. And so I do have literally all the colors of the rainbow, but the colors mean absolutely nothing. The colors are just to make it pretty, but there's nothing about the colors that tell me one way or another. There are some colors that tell me if it's newer or not, because there are some colors that I didn't have in here for a little while. So I do know that they're newer, but other than that, it's pretty much it doesn't mean anything. Just because it's pretty and I like colors. All right, first up, we're gonna go pink. Let's see what we got. Start the longest series on your TBR. I have a feeling I know what this is gonna be. I'm just gonna double check. So I think the only series that I have physically that I haven't read yet. Oh, and I realized I didn't say, because even though I have this area for books, I had redone so that way, aside from 4 books here in the back, these are all, I realized my fingers in front of the camera lens, aside from 4 here in the middle, these are all my to be read books, to be read physically. And then on the other shelf in here, I've redone so that way these are all books that I have read, so that way I don't need to look over here when finding my books. So the only series that I own physically is One Dark Window. I was supposed to read that in May, but didn't have time. I didn't get there. And so I think, let's see, that's a 3 book series, 5 book series, 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay, most of my series, but I own Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass, because I do want to read the Throne of Glass series. I only own 2 of them, but I want to read it, and so because that series is on my TBR, and it is an 8-book series, the first book that we are putting on for start the longest series on your TBR is going to be Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I am starting with Assassin's Blade. don't come after me. I know there are a lot of people who do want to start with Assassin's Blade, and I know that there are a chunk that don't. So if you're part of that group that doesn't, don't come after me. I'm starting with Assassin's Blade. That's what's going to work for me. So we're going to do Assassin's Blade, and it's like I'm slowly but surely making it through Sarah J. Maas's work, because I read 2 of the Throne of Glass books, not because they talk about Throne of Glass, listen to me, 2 of the Court of Thorns and Roses books last month, in May. And so finally getting her other series started. So we will be putting on Assassin's Blade for our first book. Gotta remember to get my calendar up for the month of June. I need a widget. I didn't get a widget. Let's do that. I found a new Goodreads feature. Ooh, I like this. All right. So I use Goodreads for my planner. I don't know if you can see, but there's a new feature. This is totally like unrelated, but like welcome to my world. Where is it? There it is. A new thing to where you can put, let me get a cool color. Watch. It's like tape. It's like washi tape for digital planning. Oh my god. I'm so using that right now. It's so happening. I got so excited, guys. Don't mind me. So now, look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry. Side moment. Okay. Now that I've written it down, let me get these organized. All right, so that was pink. So now we're gonna go for red. Some of my reds were sitting right there. Oh, let me just try to get, actually, I want to go for a red that's at the bottom here. Just because it's more fun. I think, anyway. All right, red. Ooh, a book with a person on the cover. I've been wanting to read this. All right, so for my book with a person on the cover, we have A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. Ooh. On the back, we have a little excerpt that says, "Her fate is inked in her blood. It's carved in her bones. This power is Freya's destiny." If you do not know, I did get A Fate Inked in Blood as my March, in my March box, because it was released in March. If you do not know what A Fate Inked in Blood is, the synopsis says, bound in an unwanted marriage, Freya spends her days gutting fish but dreams of becoming a warrior and of putting an axe in her boorish husband's back. Freya's dream abruptly becomes reality when her husband betrays her to the region's Jarl, landing her in a fight of the death against his son Bjorn. To survive, Freya is forced to reveal her deepest secrets. She possesses a drop of goddess's blood, which makes her a shield maiden with magic capable of repelling any attack. And it's been foretold that such magic will unite the fractured nation of Skaland beneath the one who controls the shield maiden's fate. Believing he's destined to rule Skaland as king, the fanatical Jarl binds Freya with a blood oath and orders Bjorn to protect her from their enemies. Desperate to prove her strength, Freya must train to fight and learn to control her magic, all while facing perilous tests set by the gods. The greatest test of all, however, may be resisting her forbidden attraction to Bjorn. If Freya succumbs to her lust of the charming and fierce warrior, she risks not only her own destiny, but the fate of all the people she has sworn to protect. That sounds amazing. I'm so excited. From right here, it's very Viking. It's Viking vibes. So I'm excited for that. that was red for a book with a person on the cover. Up next, we will do orange. Read from an author with the same initial as you. Okay, I think I had this one last month, but it's okay. I think. My initial is M, so I'm gonna go to Goodreads and we're gonna sort by author, because I don't want to just put another Sarah J. Maas book on, because she's the first one that I think of. So I kind of want to see who else I have. Okay, we're gonna do, for something a little different, we're gonna go with, what are you technically? I think this is like a thriller, but we're gonna go with the book None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. I found this, I think I've got it for cheap. It was on sale in the Kindle store, so I got it. And I've heard good things about it. Its overall rating is 3.95, so it's like almost a 4-star overall. And I'm excited to see what I think of it. And also just giving me just something different to read. Because I like psychological thrillers, but I'm not automatically gravitated towards them. So I like when I have like something like this that says, hey, let's read a thriller. Okay, and so for those of you who do not know what None Shall Sleep is about, the synopsis says, a psychological thriller about two teenagers teaming up with the FBI to track down juvenile serial killers. In 1982, two teenagers, serial killer survivor Emma Lewis and U.S. Marshal candidate Travis Bell, are recruited by the FBI to interview convicted juvenile killers and provide insight and advice on cold cases. From the start, Emma and Travis develop a quick friendship, gaining information from juvenile murderers that even the FBI can't crack. But when the team is called in to give advice on an active case, the serial killer who exclusively hunts teenagers, things begin to unravel. Working against the clock, they must turn to one of the country's most notorious incarcerated murderers for help, teenage psychopath Simon Gutmunson. Despite Travis's objections, Emma becomes the conduit between Simon and the FBI team. But while Simon seems to be giving them the information they need to save lives, he's an expert manipulator playing a very long game, and he has his sights set on Emma. That sounds ridiculous. And I'm so excited. So, we're gonna add that to the list because Ellie Marney has the same initial of M, and we are growing our rainbow. So up next is yellow. Let's see what we get. Ah, that was a blue one that fell, I think. Yeah, it was a blue. All right. Let's see. A book that ends in an odd number of pages. So that's like 3, 5, 7, and 9. Actually, so I've been wanting to read one of my classics. I'm gonna kind of look through them first. Ooh, yay. And it's on the shorter side too. All right, so Agatha, I've got a collection of classic books from my friend for Christmas last year, and I'm slowly getting through them, but I've been wanting to pick up another one. And so this is Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. And it sits at 247 pages is its last page. So we are going to add And Then There Were None to the list. So If you are not familiar with Agatha Christie's and Then There Were None, the back of it says 10. 10 strangers are lured into an isolated island mansion off the Devon coast by a mysterious UNON. 9. At dinner, a recorded message accuses each of them in turn of having a guilty secret. And by the end of night one of the guests is dead. 8. Stranded by a violent storm and haunted by a nursery rhyme, counting down one by one, as one by one they begin to die. 7. Which among them is the killer, and will any of them survive? Wow. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Okay, so we're at 4 books. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're gonna have 6 books if I count correctly, because I think that I don't have purple. So we have these 4 colors, and so I don't have purples, so I think all that's left is blue and green. But the question is, do I do dark colors or light colors? Because these two have 2 variants. There's a light variant and a dark variant, and I think I'm gonna go with the dark variant. No, I think last time I went with the dark variant, so let me go with the light variant. So we're gonna start with light green. We're gonna do a light green because last time I did the rainbow, I think I did the dark variant. So, light green. A book that takes place in another world. I think it's probably gonna be, let's go fantasy for that one then. Ooh. Okay, one option is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I read Bookshops and Bone Dust in May, so I recently read Bookshops and Bone Dust. But let me see what my Kindle options are. Okay, so I've got a Kindle book that I have been holding on to since literally the beginning of my Kindle days. And it is The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. And so Curse of Saints takes place in the exiled kingdom of Kakos, where agents have used dark magic that hasn't been seen in generations. So we're going to read it. So for those of you who don't know The Curse of Saints, the synopsis reads, has she been sent to save the realm or destroy it? As spymaster to the queen, Aya's blood oath ensures she protects those she fights alongside, including Will, the queen's enforcer, and Aya's bitter rival. When rumors of dark magic rise in a nearby kingdom, both are sent to investigate. But when Aya's power acts beyond her god's given affinity, she risks being turned into a weapon in the war she does not know how to win. And when her relationship with Will unexpectedly shifts, neither knows the danger that will follow. So there's not a lot that's given, but at the same time, it's intriguing. I'm very interested. All right, so that is green, and we only have 1 more left. We're gonna do blue. We're gonna do a light blue. Let's see what we got. Ooh, a book published this year. So, I have some options. Physical books, I have do I only have 1? No, I think I have Fate Inked in Blood was released in 2024. I have 5 Broken Blades by Mia Corlin. That was my May box. I literally just got it. Wow. Okay, I have 4 books, I have 4 books that were released in 2024, one of which is A Fate Inked Blood. The other 3 are What Is Love by Jen Comfort, 5 Broken Blades by Mia Corlin, or In a Dark Mirror by Kat Davis. I got What Is Love and In a Dark Mirror as they are Kindle books, where I think I got them as like first looks through Amazon Prime. Do I have any pure romances? I just realized 4 of these books are fantasy. So we're gonna go for nice simple romance, trying to keep the playing field varied a little bit as much as possible. And we're gonna do What Is Love by Jen Comfort. So What Is Love was released in March of 2024. So it's a new release. And the synopsis reads, head and heart collide in the story of polar opposite rivals that's anything but trivial in this game show romance from Midnight Duet author Jen Comfort. Answer. From the Latin word for crossroads, this is knowledge so common as to be obscure, the pursuit of which engages millions daily. Question. What is trivia? Trivia is the magic in the mundane, the connection in the commonplace, and Maxine Hart's second favorite pastime. A self-proclaimed Brooklyn street rat and a high school dropout, Maxine has never been a fan of formal education, but thanks to her ADHD superpowers, she's a glutton for knowledge and a good fight. And when Maxine enters the trivia game show answers, her brilliance, coupled with her penchant for big bits, devastates her competition. Even record-holding 76-time winner Teddy Ferguson. Or was it their kiss the night before they faced off that threw the buttoned-up professor off his game? Now Maxine and Teddy crossed paths again in a high-stakes tournament against all-time answers winner, including undefeated champion Hercules McKnight. With nothing in common with an insatiable appetite for knowledge and a desire to win, Maxine offers Teddy a deal. Combine their strength to shore up their weaknesses. She'll push his tolerance for risk and improve his buzzer's speed if he'll find creative ways to fill in the gaps of her education. Except neither one of them foresaw just how scintillating learning could be. I feel like this is going to end up being like really cute, and I'm so excited to read this. It seems really, really cute. So that is book number 6. That is blue. That is all of the colors that I have in the rainbow. So now, if I can get them all, we have 6 colors of the rainbow. Well, quote unquote 6. I can't even do quote unquote because I'm holding them. But we have all the colors that I have in my jar to show off the pretty rainbow. So, as to review, we're going to do a quick review of the books. So, our first one, our pink, is Start the Longest Series book on your TBR. The longest series, my bad, Start the Longest Series. The longest series on my TBR is Throne of Glass. So, I will be reading the first book, Assassin's Blade. Or, I will be starting with Assassin's Blade. So then next for red, we have a book with a person on the cover. And we have A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. For orange, we have Read from an Author with the Same initial as You. So I will be reading None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. So then for yellow, we had a book with book that ends in an odd number of pages. And we will be reading And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. That finishes in 247 pages. And then for green, a book that takes place in another world, in the exiled Kingdom of Kakos we have The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. And then for a book published this year, we have What is Love by Jen Comfort. So that is all 6 of the books, and I figured sticking with 6 is good because having 8 in May was overwhelming. I think I only read 5 of them, and I think I had like 7 or 8 books, the others of which were audiobooks and books that were not on my TBR. So I think having 6 on the TBR is a good comfort zone for me. So thank you so much for joining me while selecting June's TBR, and I will see y'all in the next video. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are enjoying my content and you would like to see more. Now that I'm going into summer, I want to pick up on my videos a little bit and just get back into vlogging, and let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see from me in the future. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.